Parent-Teacher Association will honor a loved crossing guard tonight at New Berlin Elementary.
Yeah, so James Butler died in August of last year. He helped kids get safely to and from school for 7 years.
He had this infectious smile and this just powerful wave that we just want to let the world know that we remember him. Even though he's gone, his memories live on with us, and he is New Berlin's forever crossing guard.
News 4 Jax reporter Aaron Farage joining us now this morning with more details. Aaron, good morning.
Good morning. And James Butler was beloved in that community. People loved to see him. They were really thankful for the job he did there. And they said that he took his job extremely seriously. He went beyond just the title of crossing guard. And for those who may be familiar with where New Berlin Elementary School is, on New Berlin Road, that's a pretty busy road, and it gets pretty hectic during the times that students are going to school and when they're coming home from school. So they say that James Butler did a really great job of making sure that things went smoothly and things were operating as best as they could, knowing that it was pretty busy during those times. But they also said it was more than just getting kids across the street, making sure they were safe. He was known for becoming their friend and even a mentor to some.
Phenomenal. That's one of many words used to describe James Butler.
He was very cordial, very nice. I could tell that he was involved in all things New Berlin. You know, he was very friendly with the children. He was very friendly with the parents. The staff was very fond of him, and they only had great things to say.
The National PTA will honor Butler with a Lifetime Achievement Award tonight at New Berlin Elementary. The group will present his wife with this certificate and this pin. The award recognizes people who live out their commitment to children on a daily basis and advocate for children's education, health, and well-being. School administrators say that's something Butler did flawlessly.
So what he did was serve this community day in and day out, just going above and beyond, making sure that the children got to school safely.
In 2022, News 4 Jax interviewed Butler for a Positively Jax story as he encouraged people to sign up to become a crossing guard.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
You're welcome. See you tomorrow.
He got to know students beyond the limits of the classroom.
It's the most rewarding job you'll ever have, you know, because you're protecting human lives. So if you want, and it's not about the pay, you have to have a love for children and your community.
What does that say about the kind of person he was?
It just speaks volumes about his character. No matter, you know, what situation was going on in his life, he showed up, and you would just see that he just had this positivity radiating out of him.
Butler died back in August. After his death, the community made this memorial at the entrance of the subdivision where he lived.
Everybody came and they put flowers and teddy bears and different messages to let Mr. James know how much we loved him, how much we were going to miss him, and just the impact that he has had on this New Berlin community.
And although Butler is no longer here, his legacy on these streets is forever etched in New Berlin history.
Just letting her know that we definitely thought the world of Mr. James, and just his legacy will definitely live on in our hearts here at New Berlin.
And this Life Achievement Award is indicative of that.
So you heard all of those positive things that people had to say, but one thing that the principal of the school says really stood out to her was seeing Butler in the time when he actually got sick leading up to his death. She says that he continued to do his best to show up to that crosswalk and continue to be a crossing guard. Even while he was dealing with those health issues, he did that as long as his body allowed him to, and that was the case up until about just a few weeks before he ended up passing away. We're live this morning. I'm Aaron Farrar, Channel 4, the local station.